And welcome to the Hired Gun Podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How you doing, guys? So, first, you know, I didn't get into certain things that I wanted to get into yesterday because, I wanted to do a podcast, I wanted to get some stuff out the way. But I didn't think uh, the people who've been listening, you know, and subscribing. I won't do names for that because I'm always gonna shout out people. But I didn't know I had 60. I didn't know I had 60 subscribers. Now, you know. So, thank you. We had a real um good month of May. So the the road to 100 episodes and 100 subscribers. Within, we gotta like we'll go on now. We gotta keep it pushing. Because I love doing this podcast. I do. So let's do it, y'all. So let me talk about. I'm gonna talk about Raw, but I'm gonna talk about some other stuff too. So let me get the other stuff out of the way first when it comes to updates and stuff. So when I woke up this morning, found out there was a video surfacing around about Ron Breaker and him being injured and him limping around badly. I don't know where he was at when this was happening because there is a video going around of him limping real bad, but he didn't have no crutches or any of that, and it looked like he was going to. It looked like he was going. Uh, it looked like he was going in some stairs, up some stairs and everything. Or he did go, or he did because of the fact that where he was at, you gotta use stairs. But he was limping. All right. So when I seen this, I was like, oh, like if you didn't believe in curses, right, or something's cursed, you would really believe that the vision is cursed. Like this is Braun Breaker's second accident. I mean accident. I'm getting into that next because if you could, it involves around the vision. You would think that the vision is really cursed because this is Braun Breaker's second injury. Now, you think I didn't come on like 2 hours before that, or when I seen it, because then a new report came out and he got banged up last night in this match, and what? I guess I gotta stop feeling this way about Ron Breaker too, right? But because I feel this way about Seth when he wrestles now. Every time Seth wrestles, I feel like he's gonna get injured now because it happens so much with him. Like there's certain wrestlers I feel that way about. Seth is one. Um, who else? Seth is one definitely. JD Madonna's another one. Maybe not Finch because he hasn't gotten injured or banged up like that before. But JD's one of them. Dragunov is another one. Um, Adam Cole is one. Like these wrestlers, when they wrestle, sometimes Danny Ryan. Danny Ryan's another one. Like when they wrestle, I feel like they finna get hurt again. Samoa Joe, Tommaso Ciampa, like the wrestlers that's had bad injuries before. I feel this way about, you know, um, but I guess I gotta feel this way about Braun Breaker now because you know him being injured or being banged up, it's because of himself. This is self harm. This is not. This is not because of a wrestler. It's him because he's reckless when he does this stuff. Because of the fact that when you see Braun Breaker and you see how fast he is, how strong he is, how hyped he is and stuff, it's good, but it's all reckless. There's no control. There's no balance. Either he's gonna either he's gonna uh go all out or nothing. Now, I will say this. I kind of do feel that way about Robert when it comes to him. Every time he wrestles, I think he'll get hurt. It's only when he does one move. That clothesline off the top, off the when they set it up and Ron Breaker is on the edge of the ring and he goes down for a clothesline and he hits people with it like on the table and stuff like that. Which when he did that, Seth kind of did with a knee strike. Alright, which was pretty. But you know, every time he does that now, I feel like he's gonna get hurt. Yeah, because you know he had a Ron Breaker had a bad injury, like he did. You know, but like I said, they said that yes, he's banged up, but he's okay. Now, mind you, they're not in the States. And I said, I know I said this a couple times yesterday. I know I said it with the boys, and I said that them boys ain't never coming back to the States because they're not. I mean, they are, but they're not. All right, they got another 4 week over there in Italy, all right, and then they got to go to Saudi. They ain't never come back to the States unless he tells them boys, some of them boys, hey, you're not going to be on the show, or we're not going to use you on the TV show. You can go home. So I think that's what the Miz did, or he went somewhere because they like the Miz post something on Twitter about being miserable because you know because he's a Cleveland Brown fan and they traded their best player. You know, and so he started picture him being miserable, but he was on a plane when this happened. You know, so but and then what leads me to the next person in the division. Ross Reed's already out with an injury. Now, mind you, he's getting better and he's looking in great shape. You know, by the time he comes back, he won't look the same at all. Because he's losing weight and he's putting it in with muscle and he's looking good. Pause. But, you know, like, he had a car accident today. Now, he's okay. But, like, division in a whole is cursed. The only person who's not hurt is Austin Theory. And he was hurt before, but just not with division. He's the only wrestler. I mean, if I'm Austin Theory, I would just get taped in bubble wrap and just be safe. Alright? Because he's the only person who's not hurt. Logan Paul's hurt. Austin Theory is not. But Logan Paul's hurt. Bronson Reed's hurt. Braun Breaker hurt. I mean, banged up but hurt. Just came back from an injury. Seth Rollins got hurt. And now they're talking about adding more people to the division, which they're gonna have to do. There's only 2 of them right now, and I don't know when Bronson Reed's coming back. But that's another thing. Now they might break up the division because of the fact that they just wrote Paul. They just wrote Paul off the They just wrote Paul off the show because he got speared through a barricade. All right, so they might be in the division sooner than we think. Now, Master Priest is going to be added to the division. That's not a question. It's only a matter of when. All right, to me, they should add Waller to that. They should add Waller to division. he was already tagged. Now there's some stuff that you will have to do because Waller was talking some mad shit about um about Austin Theory when he was with the New Day, but now he got nothing to do now. I mean nothing. He don't got a damn thing to do now. So he might have to do it on a storyline, have something backstage where they make up. You know, because you need bodies right now. You do. Logan Paul is gone for 6 months, and Bronson Reed is probably done for another 3 or 2, depending on how fast he recovers. Now, they announced Monday that a trade has happened with Finn to SmackDown. Now, usually with a trade, you get something back. So what did they get back in this trade? Because the last time the brands did a trade, they switched brands. It was LA Knight for Sammy, pretty much, or LA Knight, yeah, LA Knight for Sammy or LA Knight for Drew was one of them. All right, but in a matter of 3 weeks, Raw has lost Finn and they lost Gunther. All right, so some trade back got to happen. Now they said that creators and people moved Finn to SmackDown so he can get away from JD and Dom and the Judgment Day. Now they've done this before with Ray and Dom. They moved Ray to SmackDown to so he wouldn't have to keep feuding Dom with Dom. So they doing that with Finn because you would think anytime Finn try to do something on Raw that the Judgment Day will try to ruin his life about it. So moving him to SmackDown, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then he's there. He's there with Rhea. He's there with R-Truth. He's there with Damian Priest. Which I said before. They're just trying to. They're just trying to. They're just trying to give. They're trying to help out Damian Priest as much as they can. Right? They're giving him the Rhea rub as much as they can. They're giving him the R-Truth rub as much as they can. Now they're going to give him the Finn rub. Because they want him to make it. They want him to get. I don't think we're ever going to get back. Well, we could get a new Judgment Day on SmackDown. We could. But I don't think we're ever going to get the Damian Priest to where he was champ. Because I don't think Damian Priest is ever going to be champ. Now, mind you, Mike Santana from TNA, the world champion, his contract is up in July. That boy gone. I forgot when what's his name? He was the ex I keep forgetting his Leon Slater. Leon Slater, okay. His contract is up too pretty soon. And the rumor going around, the reason why they didn't make him break the record for the X Division Championship because he's leaving. Now, do I think Leon Slater's going to the E? I do. Right? But there's like maybe 15 to 20% chance of me that thinks that he could go to AEW. Right? Because he got no problem with AEW. Now, I'm always gonna say this: if Leon Slater goes to AEW, there's already like 15 to 20 people that do what he do, and it's true. The Rascals do what he do. Will Ospreay does what he does. Ricochet does what he does. Swerve does what he does. right? Um, there's more people I can name. Ace Austin does what he does. Anybody from RH does what he does. Like Sammy the Guerrero does what he does. Like I can keep naming people from AEW that does what Leon Slater does. All right, so he can go to the E, and there ain't that many people that does what he does there. Javon Evans, and then we can stop. I mean, Dragon League, but again, I don't see when I but there's certain things about Dragon League I don't consider uh, uh, a high flyer. He does do a suicide dive, but other than that, like he's not really a high flyer like that. Like he's more of a ground and pound wrestler, like Dragonoff and and Melo, because I don't think Melo's a high flyer. I don't. I don't. So but saying that, like Leon Slater, I can see going to the E more than on the AEW. Now Tony Khan might pay more money, and then Tony Khan might go in his ear and tell him, hey, why go to WWE when you're going to NXT? When I can put you in front of big crowds too, which is true. You could and pay him more money. You could. All right. Then you got Mike Santana, who I was talking about before. Mike Santana track record is up, and there's 100% chance he's going to the E. There's no doubt about that. All right. And the reason I bring Mike Santana up, he is what they want. Um, he is what when I say he when I say they, like he is what they want to eat in the Spanish wrestling. Okay, like, and I can see Mike Santana in NXT. I can see Mike Santana in AAA. Right, doing right, like the male. Mike Santana would be the male version of of Lola Vice and what she's doing right now. She's NXT champ, and she's a tag team champ for AAA, right? And she works both shows, right? Mike Santana's probably gonna do that too, all right? And until they're ready to call him up to the main roster, but that's what they want because they want to make it like they want to get a TV deal with AAA, right? And Mike Santana does the one thing they love about their wrestlers, okay? Spanish wrestlers, all right? They can turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. They can turn they fluent. It's what they want Andrade to be. It's what they wanted Shishige to be. It's like they wanted. It's what they want Stephanie Ricker to be. Right? They want them to turn on the English, turn on the Spanish, turn on the English, turn on the Spanish, turn on the English, turn on the language. Whether you from Italy, whether you from Japan, whether you from Mexico, whether you from Puerto Rico, right? Right, and then what also helps Mike Santana, he has a fan base. Now he probably won't be Mike Santana, so that might be a problem because in the new contract they don't want you to use your indie name no more. Now even though Mike Santana copyrighted his name, like he did it last month, which is another sign he not signed about with TNA. But then again, they know who Mike Santana is, right? And they've used him on NXT before, so they might not change his name. I don't know about his music, don't know about that part, but he has a fan base already. Mike Santana has already did the groundwork to get over. So it's not a bad thing here. So, but it leads me back to Damian Priest. They're trying to make him more comfortable and get the people that got him over the first time over again. Now, when they overseas, you don't see it then. Like you don't see the dead air like that happens with the crowd with him because he's mad cold right now in the states. Right, overseas, the overseas crowd can make anything sound like it's over. That's what make the crowds great over there. Monday was great and Sunday was great. You know, Saturday was great and that's a whole different damn country. You know, but um, they moved Finn to SmackDown, and you know Finn named some people. He named Tamatanga, he named Shinsuke, he named Damian Priest, he named Rhea, he named R-Truth, he named who else did he name? He named some more people, and then he said Finn, friend or foe. This is true because Finn. I mean, yeah, because Finn has done some nasty work as a heel, and Finn has been a heel for a minute now. So he has some enemies and don't have a lot of foes. I mean friends. Matter of fact, when the Judgment Day kicked Finn out, the first person who said something was Damian Priest. How does it feel? You know, so there is stuff like that that's going on. I mean, so there's that. All right, and Finn does need some fresh air. He does. He does. There's no doubt about that. He does need a breath of fresh air and away from the Judgment Day. You know, and then he needs some wins under his belts too, because you know this whole being Finn Balor is a horrible thing to be noticed for. Read something about so you know, Finn does need to break away from the Judgment Day stuff. I mean, the Judgment Day stuff when it comes to Liv Morgan, when it comes to JD Madonna, when it comes to Dom. It's true. Because they could have left him over there on Raw and then put him in the same bracket as JD Madonna. I mean, as Dom. But they didn't. You know, they made a strategy move to move him to SmackDown so he can be in a different brand. Like a different brand in a different bracket. You know, he's not going to win in that bracket. Now, yesterday I said that they came on here and they changed the bracket. Which they did, but then they changed it back to how it was. Because Sammy and Drew are not in the brackets again. They're not. So LA Knight is probably gonna get past the first round because in that bracket, LA Knight, it's Jey Uso. I forgot who the other person is, but Finn's in that same bracket, and he's a SmackDown guy. Right? This is how we knew he got moved to SmackDown because of the bracket. Uh, I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me see if that record's still around. If it's not, if it's not, it's not. But if it is, I can news. Let me see something. Let me see. Hold on. Well, one thing about a wrestler from the past is they put a mic in front of you. They say anything they need. They need to know. I gotta talk about somebody very quick too. Hold on, man. Right back. and how he he's um really trying to really trying to get back in WWE's race. Like he really is because he's out there just backing up people and backing up people from the E and having these back. And before that it was the opposite. It was definitely the opposite before that. So okay, I found the bracket. Ooh, oh boy, we almost got me in trouble. Okay, well, um, let me go to the let me go. No, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But they changed it back to how it was. Alright, so let me get into his right thing. Like he's been really trying to have the ease back. You know, when it comes to CM Punk, he's trying he's trying to make amends with that. He's trying to make amends with other people and how they back. You know, he's had Triple H's back. You know, when there's backlash to be made, you know, he he he's having their back and stuff. You know, and what it comes down to with him, he's cleared the wrestling and he wants to wrestle. That's what that is. Okay, and he knows if he makes up with people that he used to have a problem with, he can get his foot back in the door. And that's what that is with him. And if he do, he do. Not my cup of tea, but it is what it is. So let me get in one more thing before I go, y'all. So, you know, I always say the biggest heel of the fans, right? Right? For many reasons, for many reasons. But one of the main reasons is this. For like 2 years, dog, all I heard was they shouldn't end the bloodline. You know, story. It was too soon. They shouldn't take the butt off of Roman. It was too soon to do that. You know, like you still have more story to tell. All this shit, right? All this bullshit, right? Right? And now you give the fans what they not everybody, right? But you give the fans what they want, right? You hear this from a lot of podcast people. The shows feel so dead. They feel so empty. They're, why are they going back to the bloodline stuff? Right? It was over. It was over. That was finished. You just can't leave well enough alone. But before, you had a problem with it. Like for me, it doesn't bother me that they're going back to the bloodline, like the bloodline angel stuff, because it works, right? And then what Ryan said about TKO is true when it comes to this. The 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 TKO Netflix, they know what the numbers was when the Bloodline and Roman Reigns is champ, and the Bloodline was the main course, the final act. Even though the Bloodline can start the show, or they can end the show, right? It was it was pulling in ratings, and it still does. This is why Roman's champ. You know, the only thing that TKO the only thing that TKO and the main event, I mean not the main event, TKO and Netflix wanted was Roman to be there full time. They wanted him to be there full time so he could be champ full time. Right? Because that was the biggest knock with me and a lot of fans. He was never there, and he never defended. All right, and now in a matter of 2 months, he he's defended more almost more times than he was there the last 2 years when he was champ the first time. When he was champ for 1,000 something years. I mean, sorry, 1,000 something months, days. Alright? So like you can't have both here. You can't complain that he was gone and he couldn't defend it, and he never defended the belt and he never wrestled and he was never there and not you know, but then in the other breath, oh, you know, I wish he was champ still. And now he's champion and it's still good. Like you're never gonna have 100% clarity or somebody be 100% on it, anything, because niggas love chaos. Alright? And the era we're in now, niggas love the bitch. Alright, they love the crowd. Because if you try something new, oh, this not it. Why would you put the belt on him? Or this not it. Why would you put the belt on her? You know? It was too soon. I wouldn't have done that right now. Like you always don't hear people bitch, and then the fallback is, oh, surviving the billion. Shut the fuck up. Just watch. Just watch. Alright, and if you don't like it, don't fucking watch. Don't because the main people who argue who are podcasters, like the reason they podcast is successful because of the content they watch. If they just watch AEW, now you know the niggas that hate watch and are sicko fans for AEW are the worst because they hate watch WWE, right? And their content is hate watching WWE that makes them get viewers and likes and all that good shit, right? And then, but the true what they're true fans of is AEW. But it's cool. Like I just see it and then it makes me sick to my fucking stomach sometimes. Right? And yeah, and people can call me a mark all they want to, but I watch everything, and I don't hate watch anything. Some would say I'm too faithful or too nice when I watch stuff, but I like watching wrestling. I do. I watch fucking everything, everything. Everything. Like my wife said, I chose this life. But I chose this before I even made a podcast. I chose to watch wrestling, all kind of wrestling, a long time ago. Long time ago. Because I like watching wrestling. It makes me happy. Alright? Like again, if it's, I'm never going to toss something horrible. Alright? Because that means I can't watch it. Or if it's bad, that means I can't watch it then. Right? But I can watch wrestling. I can watch Raw. I can watch SmackDown. I can watch NXT. I can watch AEW. I can watch TNA. I can watch AAA. I can watch New Japan. I can watch ROH. I can watch all kind of wrestling. Right? And is some of it sloppy? Yes. Is some of it poor quality? Yes. And I love all of it. But you're never gonna hear me say, "Oh, you know, what's the story?" You know, or then when you get to, why we gotta go back to this story? It feels so dead. It feels so empty. Like people like that just want to complain. They just do. But sorry about the rant, but had to get that out there. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch E-Feds. Um, be safe, y'all. Love y'all. God bless. This is the Hired Gun podcast with the Hired Gun. Love y'all. God bless.